Hey, what is going on, dudes? Welcome to the video. Today I want to just give you guys a quick guide on how to properly use the Silent Scar. Epic, when they released this weapon, said that this weapon rewards accurate, deliberate, paced gunfire, but that's kind of misleading because the way they present it is almost like it's better at tap firing than the regular AR, like the regular Scar or just a regular AR. And that's not entirely true. When you're doing sustained tap firing, the base AR is way better than the Silent Scar. Just straight up, it's better to use the regular one. You'll be able to shoot it quicker, and you'll have faster reset for continuous tap fire. But that being said, there is a strength of the Silent Scar. I kind of highlighted it in the start of the video, and that is really, really good, accurate, fast tap fire shooting, but for a very limited burst. So for the first 5 or 6 shots, when you're using the Silent Scar, it's insanely accurate. The bloom is insanely tight. The problem is when you continue to spam it, or when you continue to tap fire it, with that being said, it will really get inaccurate. So just to show you guys what I mean, obviously when you're aiming, 90% of people know this, I'm sure, but when you're aiming, your bullet can only hit within the bloom of your crosshairs, right? So when you got first shot, when you get the first shot accuracy, it's gonna be dead on. But as you tap fire with the Scar, as you're just tap firing, you can see the spread increase, right? So you can see as you continue to fire, the spread increases even with tap firing. If you just hold down the trigger with the regular Scar, it progressively grows. But if you're tap firing with the Scar, which I always recommend doing, you're going to see it's going to get to a fairly considerable size with your bloom, but it's going to stay accurate. Now, when you're using the suppressed Scar, you'll notice that the first few shots don't really blow the bloom up. But when you're using the regular Scar, it kind of after the very second shot, it's kind of expanded its bloom and decreased its accuracy kind of right away. But then it will maintain that accuracy so long as you provide, good, consistent, tempoed tap firing. But with the suppressed Scar, the first few shots stay really accurate. So if you're firing in very short bursts, you're actually going to get insane initial accuracy with the regular Scar. But if I continue to tap fire the same way that I did with the regular Scar, watch what happens to the bloom. See how huge that gets? What you need to do in order to reset the accuracy with the Scar is to actually just give yourself a full second pause. Completely, if you're engaging with somebody, completely leave the angle, leave the peak, and let the Silent Scar reset. So it'll look like this. So if you're going to engage somebody, and now you're blooming. So now you back up, now you're blooming. So it's only for 4 or 5 or 6 shots, depending, that you're really going to get off that are accurate with the Silent Scars. Now, those first 4 or 5 shots are going to be more accurate than the regular Scar. But if you're going to be sustained firing, say somebody's just actively building behind cover on you, they're throwing up rolls, you got them pretty lit and they're in the open, you're going to be much better off sustaining tap fire with the regular Scar. Because again, if you do sustain tap fire on somebody who's building to get away from you, you can see how much the spread increases with the Silent Scar. It actually gets less accurate. I'm still tap firing, so it's kind of, again, misleading with the Silent Scar. But the overall thing that I would recommend doing is if you want to run a Silent Scar and a regular AR, I actually like to run my Silent Scar as my first weapon. So that way what'll happen is if I get the drop on somebody, and they're kind of just walking along off in the distance, I'll use the first 4 or 5 shots with my Silent Scar, see how much damage I can do, and then for the sustained fire, as they kind of turn around and start building to defend themselves, I'll swap on over to my regular Scar, my regular AR, and then take the kind of sustained fire with that gun. So it's a little bit interesting. I don't really know what kind of function the Silent Scar will give to people, because at the end of the day, you do only have 5 shots. The most effective way to run the Silent Scar is like that, in my opinion, is running 2 ARs, 1 silenced, 1 regular, getting your initial shots in with the silence, and then getting that like sustained accurate fire with your regular AR. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope it clears up how the silenced AR functions. It was impossible to find this gun in playground mode. It took me, if you see the counter on the side over there, it took me like 40 minutes to find the suppressed scar. For some reason, it's a ridiculous rarity. Also, guys, if you are wondering where the YouTube live streams are, I dropped YouTube live streaming. We're going to be doing all of our live streams on Twitch now. If you guys want to follow the link in the description down below, that'll be greatly appreciated. Again, I'll continue to just pump out these guides and gameplays on my YouTube channel, but I'm going to try to kind of just keep all my live streams focused on my Twitch and all my uploads focused on my YouTube. To me, that makes most sense. So if you want to watch me in a live stream, you go to my Twitch. If you want to watch my highlights and my guides, you go to my YouTube. Thank you guys very much for all the support on the stream. I appreciate it, dudes. Hope you guys enjoyed this guide video. Leave a like if you did. Hit that sub button if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.